Hello, praise him, Eugenia. Corindus, she's ready. Katrina, welcome, good people. John Booker, hi, Ellie Lane. Ebony Daniel, Leah Arengo. How y'all doing? Natasha, Priscilla, good evening. Welcome, Tarina. Ah, yes, I am yours and you are mine. Absolutely. Welcome, Jackie. Welcome, Lydia. All right, she's checking in. Tony, Shannon and Madison. Misha, welcome. That's right, John Booker. Christina Atkins, hello, dear. Leah, Pastor D. Hey, Mike Tate, good to see you on early, too. I've been watching you checking in late. You Periscope hopping. Cynthia Baisden. Troy Oliver, what's up, young man? Hello, Trish. I'm going to call you when I'm done if you're still up. Welcome, Belinda Ledbetter. Terrell Ross, welcome, Elder. Audrey Holly. Good friend. Chevelle Jameson. That's right, Lydia. Come for your lessons. Welcome, Vanessa. Welcome, G Win. I'm glad you're excited, Elaine, and I'm glad that you're saying more growth. Welcome, Beverly Ann. There's my thanks, Nicholas. Yours is too. Hello, Mary. Your daughters are beautiful. Welcome, Paulette Jameson, Angela Minto. Hello, Christopher Blake. Good evening. Cindy, praying for you. Trust without border. How's the baby, Troy? Welcome, Denise Booker. All right. Elder Manuel Davis told me today, got to get home and get rested so he can be awake for 9. Welcome, Chevelle. Hello, good evening, Gilda. Welcome, Jasmine. Hello, Du Bois. Welcome, Regina. What's his name, Troy? Good evening, the Gilberts. Welcome, Anya. Zion. Whoa, what a name. Beautiful. Welcome, Joy Nolan. Welcome, Regina Ross. God bless Zion. I do, Sister Gilda, and I'm looking at it now. It is at SUZ Howard 1. SUZ Howard 1. It's the same with Twitter and Instagram. Yes, Angela, come on. You started it. Hello, Bernard Howard. Elder Denise. I love you and your husband equally. It's called Oceans, and it's by, well, actually I guess it's called Zion. It's no, I was right. It's called Oceans, Where Feet May Fail, and it's by Hillsong United. Hello, Dozer. Beautiful song, isn't it? Oceans, and in closed brackets, Where Feet May Fail, and it's by Hillsong United. How are you, woman of God? I am yours. If you feel the urge, send a U mark. Hello, Crystal Adgers. To any of your followers on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, or Periscope. Let them know that we're on. Y'all have been sharing these posts to a whole nother level. I'm getting so many inboxes, private inboxes of people getting breakthrough and just welcome to even take the time to think about this information that they've never thought about before. Welcome, Lisa Clayton. I'm looking for more of you in 2017. Okay, Troy, go buy it. Angie Martin, good evening to you. Linda Mazzelli. Sarai, hi, sweetie. I'm missing all my periscopers. They're going to be like, why you don't say nothing to us? Okay, we're going to get started. Hi, Nia. Welcome back. Nicole. Yes, to God be the glory. I know that's right. Good evening, Olivia. Good evening, Reverend Leonard. Good evening, woman of God, Monica Satchel. Good evening, Dawn. Hello, Kiosha. Just trying to figure out all this little stuff they got on here. Trying to see your names. I see you, Beverly Ann. Natalia, welcome. Welcome, Elder Duhart. Maria, Kiosha, Ania. All right, Cheryl Johnson, reporting for duty. Okay, I think I've called everyone's name from Periscope. How y'all doing today? Did you survive the storm? It's 9:06. I want to give it no more than 4 minutes. I think we're going to probably jump in before then. And even though the dog is already in here, I believe she may make a grand entrance on my lap sooner rather than later. Hello, Torin. How you doing, Prophet? Blessings to you as well. Happy New Year. Good to be in the land of the living. Look at the hearts and the love. Y'all spoiling me. I'm going to have to spoil you. I've been really thinking about our soul box, our grace box, God's promises box. We got some good things coming up. All right, we're going to talk tonight. All right, Cheryl Johnson, Brittany, Deb, Sherelle Jr., and did I say China? And Olivia are checking in. You go ahead, girl. Guess what? Tell them they got the best seat in the house. There is no better seat than the one they have right now. Welcome, Sharita. You go, Sharita. You becoming a little techie. I'm going to have to give you an assignment on technology in the church. You're becoming a pro at this. That's right, Lydia. None left behind. Got my soul detox kit together. Come on, Madison. Take some pictures and inbox me. Let me see what this looks like. Help me out. You seem to have the gift of creativity. Share, share, share. Beautiful. Good day, good day. So who's going to help me tonight with one of our, we'll call it a phrase, even though we know it's way more powerful than a phrase. All right. I see people checking in on this side. I'm sorry. Tasha Robinson. She's our Glory 88. I see Kareem checking in. I like to make people feel special. Good evening, Reverend Craig. Hello, Colleen. You missed the snow yet? Priscilla Harris. Benny Mae. Devin Stoner. Welcome, Iris. Welcome, DG. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anyone else from there. And Madison. All right. Well, I'll start out by praying, of course. And I pray that everyone who's on is open to the prayer. And if not, just in respect or honor, just bow your head, just listen or receive it as an affirmation over your life. I bless you for each person that is on this airway today. As we understand and have learned as of recent that airtime is very costly and it is very valuable, who I give permission to speak into my life, that I will take responsibility. I will guard my heart. I will guard my soul, my spirituality. I will guard my mind. I will become a great steward of all that you have given to me and trusted in me to take care of and manage and occupy until you come. I am being upgraded in the realm of the spirit. I am being upgraded in the natural. I am taking over land and territories, for the greater in me is ready to show up on the outside of me so I can do great exploits, to give all glory and honor to your name. Open up our ears to hear tonight this lesson. Speak to our soul. Take out any toxicity, any hazard waste. I give you permission to remove everything from me that is a danger to my life, that has been destroying my life, that has been closing my networks, that has been limiting my relationships, that has been holding back my promotions. I'm not just coming and declaring it. I'm actually going to do the work and take it by force. So I thank you for this here 7th day of soul detox, that we are at one level of completion and we claim it to be done. In his matchless name, Jesus, amen. Welcome, Pastor Lydia. Religion gone bad. Yes, Corinda, we're going to get there. You want a knight in shining armor. You're not even a princess. All right, come on, let's go for it. You know what we do. We post up some of our favorite phrases or favorite declaration that we are actually really putting the effort to work on in our life. Favorite scriptures, favorite teaching, something you're getting revelation or something that hit you and you just don't know why, but it hit you and it's just been revolving in your head and it's looking to be revived inside of you. So come on, let's talk to me. Somebody already said that you're looking for a knight in shining armor and you're not even a princess. Give me some of your favorite quotes from these last few days. Katrina, I will find what I'm looking for. Uh-oh, Natasha got it. Welcome, Kyle. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can scar you for life. Absolutely. Paulette Jameson, welcome. You can't judge me if you don't love me. Regina Ross, decide the destination of your mind. Mike Rose, words can scar you for life. Leah Arango, words do hurt. Come on, Periscope, where y'all at? Ebony Daniel, the longer you think negative thoughts or toxic thoughts, you become a toxic or negative person. And that is the truth. Come on, Periscope, give me some data. Jackie Minion, words that don't give light to Christ increase darkness. Yes. Katrina talked about the hummingbird. Soothing tongue is a tree of life. What you don't know can hurt you. You can't judge me if you don't love me or never loved me. Welcome, Kim Hicks Davis. Christina Atkins, carefully guard your thoughts because they are the source of true life. Elaine Stringer, words are powerful beyond your imagination. Manny Davis, be careful what you take in. Angie Martin, you can't judge me if you don't love me. Y'all like that one, huh? Shannon Driscoll, the soothing tongue is a tree of life. A perverse tongue crushes the spirit. Words hurt and take root. Destructive words destroy. That was good. We can hit that again before the night is over with. It takes heart to stay alive. Words are powerful beyond your imagination. That's a good one, Chevelle. Don't want the headache. I cannot overcome an issue that I cannot identify. Negative thoughts lead to negative words. Reckless words are emotionally driven. Hey, Cliff Jr., I'll be following you too. You have some good stuff. People better not underestimate you because of your age. You have some true facts, knowledge, and revelation out there. Words can be so harmful and effective. That's right. Creative words create. Yep, they like that one. That's coming up heavy. Creative words create. Come on. I'm reading from Facebook Live. Periscope, y'all a little quiet tonight. Always show kindness and love to others. Welcome, Kareem. Reckless words are emotion driven. Bottom line, we all lose momentum in life. That's right, Maria. Joy says Proverbs 16 and 24. Correct me so that I can get life after the rebuke. Absolutely. Find someone who loves you enough to tell you the truth. It's not what you say. It's not how you say it. But sometimes we can't receive it because who says it to us? Most of the battles in life are won or lost in our minds. When you have a negative thought, consider it as a headache. The potency of words have the power to revive and heal. Every time that silent killer reminds you of a bad mood, come on. Welcome, Dawn Nisi. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Soothing words heal. Creative words create. You mark. Surprise someone in the mail. And that's how we're going to begin on our homework. Welcome, Charisse. Periscope. We cannot enjoy life when our soul is toxic. My airtime is valuable. Welcome, Allie. What you allow today affects your tomorrows with an S. Hi, Barbie. Welcome. Someone was just asking about you. Find accountability partners. Words can lift you or take you down. Check you out, Bernard. All right. You have to watch you. Faithless words bring death. Perversion crushes the spirit. The close cousins, fearful thinking and negative thinking. Oh, thank you, Angela. The soothing tongue is a tree of life. Come on, Sophia. It's good to see you on. Where's your sister? Tell her I'm doing roll call. I'm looking for her. Punch the clock. The heart gets sick when you lose hope. Heal the heart. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are talking about things that we have taken in, words that we have taken in our entire life. We dealt with it as young adults, how the words early on have formed us and molded us to who we are in some capacity today, hurtful words and positive words. And what we're really dealing with is the basis is how to get out of the negative words that were spoken to us, either through our childhood, as I said, or we are growing up. Nope, not programs. We're talking about words, hurtful words, and how words can bring life or death. You know, make you happy or make you sad. The power of words and getting out all the words that have been toxic. Some things have been spoken to us, as we said on last night. What were some of the words, the one-liners that someone said to you that you still remember to this day? You 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, but that one thing somebody said to you, that parent, the teacher, the grandma, that relationship that's still bothering you to this day. And why is it? What can we do about it? You aren't brokenhearted. You've lost hope. Yes, Gloria, all important words. Welcome, Allie. I received my first U-Mark card. Thank you, Apostle. I had the privilege of attending her birthday dinner tonight, and she was the first person that I gave our U-Mark to. Lethal language can cut like a knife. Someone remind him of the homework, please. All right, here we go. Nope, no tapping. I have heard of it just recently, though, but nope, we're not into tapping. The homework, you were supposed to create your own U-Mark instead of Hallmark and send it out to someone that you know needs to be encouraged. Maybe someone who's done something for you in your life and you just didn't think about encouraging them, or welcome, Yvette, or maybe you know, you just need to send something positive out because we realize that we reap what we sow. And a lot of us have reaped a lot of stuff that we just can't afford to we sold a lot of stuff that we can't afford to reap from. So we want to sow some good things. All right. Somebody sent out a U-Mark today. Who is that? Who gets the love for that? Gwen Molden, figures. Yep. U-Mark. Cards purchased. Very good. We'll be sending out cards this week. Welcome, Caretha Thomas. So that's what we're doing. We talked about getting some note cards or getting some plain white paper. It's not the paper that it's written on. It's the words that's written on the paper. And, you know, a lot of us have a bad harvest coming in. We wrote some terrible things in our lives. We really have sowed some terrible things in our life. And it's time to reap a greater harvest, a harvest that we can take into our future. Some of us have been nasty. We've been revengeful. We've been retaliating, been liars, you've been gossipers, and do not think that stuff is going unnoticed. And it doesn't matter to me whether you believe in God or not. This is the law of the land. You reap what you sow. And you can find that almost in any religion you go into. It is a true biblical scripture that the world practices, and so does other religions. So you got to start sowing some good, because you've sowed enough. You've sowed enough of the other stuff. Welcome, Apostle Hope. Welcome, Minister Brittany Lamb. So tell me a little bit about it. How many of you have started step 1? Have you purchased the cards? Tell me if step 1 is done. Have you purchased the cards, or do you just send in white paper? If you send in white paper, just say white paper. If you want to send some nice cards, like we had talked about last night, tell me if you're sending the cards. Sending cards or white paper? Let me see you. Holler at me. Come on. You reap what you sow. Have cards, and they're being mailed tomorrow. Step 1 is done. Good. Cards. Come on. Step 1 is done. Cards. Good. Good. Someone has them right in their hand. Go ahead, Cola. Somebody has the cards because they had them already. Sending cards. Got cards from the appreciation dinner. Cards. Come on. Have the cards already. Very good. If you weren't in with us on last night, you'll hear a little bit more about what we're talking about. You'll catch up. It's not hard to keep up in the group. Good. That's right. White paper is fine. It's not the paper that it's written on. It's what's written on the paper. Hello, Lady Latanya. Y'all still driving? Put the phone down and just listen. Put me on Bluetooth. Cards. Very good. Very good. We talked about a particular proverb last night, Proverbs 16 and 24. And the scripture talks about gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. And you can mention to someone, I'm thankful for the people in my life, and particularly you. That's why I'm writing you this card, who has fed me sweet words of affirmation sometime throughout my life and have encouraged me. So I want to send you this card to let you know that I appreciate you. Simply done. Simply done. Having some value for the relationships in our lives. That's right. Don't procrastinate. Why? What is one of the majority of reasons people procrastinate? Come on, Minister Joy. You started that topic. Tell me one of the reasons why people procrastinate. Regina wrote 2 of them. Need stamps from Linda. I got you. Oh, look at Linda replying. Perfectionism. Absolutely. You're delayed because you're trying to be perfect. How many of y'all found that relative to your life? Was that relative to you? Fear. Perfectionism. And that's the exact reason why we procrastinate. It's triggered from a spirit of perfectionism. Come on. Did it hit your life? I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right crowd. I think I'm on the right Periscope and Facebook Live, but I want to make sense here. Good. Yep. Even something like simply sending out a card. Perfectionist. Waiting to be perfect. Wanting to be perfect. Perfectionism. Okay. Now, can I take you a little deeper? If I can take you deeper, tell me deeper. Good. Somebody said absolutely hit me. Yes, it hit me. Yes, it did. Periscope said truth. Good. We want to do it so right that we can't get it done at all. Come on, Kareem. Yes, Gilda. They're saying deeper, deeper, deeper. All right. We're talking for a second about procrastination, which we found out that is determined by a desire of perfection. You want to be perfect. Well, guess where perfection comes from? They're saying deeper, so I guess they want me to go. Mark said it hit his life. Very good. Perfection comes from 2 places. One, the main one that it comes from is rejection. Perfection comes from rejection. So now we have a bigger root. If we were to make sense of this, it would look something like, let me help you out. And then we would have, and these are all layers that I'm talking about. It would look like that. Procrastination, the root is perfection. The root of perfection is rejection. I know it's backwards on your side, but you can hear me. Procrastination comes from a root of perfection, which comes from a root of rejection. Now, rejection doesn't always mean rejection from people. Rejection can also come from rejection of yourself. You battling low self-esteem, lack of confidence. Usually comes from no one affirming you. And don't feel bad about it. I think 99, if not 99.9% of us have lacked parental guidance where we have been affirmed in anything. And some of the things that our parents affirmed us in was negative. It wasn't even good. That's good, Mike Rose. You got it. So some of the rejection is self-rejection, and some of it is from outward rejection. Self-rejection is low self-esteem, lack of confidence. So because you battle with rejection, you don't want to be rejected, you work hard at being perfect. And now you're working so hard at being perfect that you can't get anything done. Therefore, procrastination is now in your life because nothing's good enough to get done. Ask me how long it took me to get up here and start doing periscopes. I have had people telling me about this for 5 years to do it, and I would not do it. And I had to get down to the root of it. And I found out that the root of it really was a spirit of perfectionism. And so then I glorified in that for a while. I was like, well, what's wrong with wanting to be perfect? I want to do things right. And I really do. I put my best effort in everything that I do. And I worked hard at it. And, you know, like I said, I glorified in it. I shared it around that, you know, I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. I like things done right. If you're going to work with me, make sure that you can work with me because I'm a perfectionist. I like things done right. And then one day it hit me. Well, where does perfectionism come from? And that comes from rejection. So then I had to begin my soul work. I had to get down to the bottom and find out who rejected me. Where did the rejection come from in my life that would not let thing that I put forward, I rejected. I feared rejection. Somebody put fear up on the comments here, and you're right. You won't move forward out of fear. Fear of what? Fear of not being perfect. Fear of being rejected. So now we're procrastinators. We get nothing done. So where does the rejection come from? Who rejected you? Let's deal with that for a second. I think we're doing good on time tonight. Let's deal with that. This is off my notes, but I know that that was the room that we've allowed for what I believe is the Holy Spirit. So let's talk about that for a minute. Put up on here if you can. If not, it's journal time. Get your journal out and tell me who in your life rejected you. Where do you think it started from? Hopefully they're not on here. And if they are, well, they're being detoxed too. So they're going to have to take you saying their name. But nobody has to know who they are anyway. So come on. Where did your rejection first start? All right. Someone good. Someone says mom. Someone says dad. Come on. Where did it first come from? That's me all day. Where does it come from? Thank you for sharing. We're rebuking that freezing. We're not having that. Mother. Yep. My dad. Parents. Family members and church members. She's going to take us there tonight. We'll be on Periscope to have a midnight shut-in together. Parents. Welcome, Lucy LeBron. Ebony invited followers. Thank you. Somebody saying family, family. Mother comparing me to other children. We dealt with that last night. Home and then everywhere. Family. My dad, my mother. Biological mother and father. Church family. So you got it maybe a little later in life. You almost made it out, huh? Oh my God, the world. Whew. My biological family, relationships, parent, pastors, family. Come on. Peers, my ex-husband. Yeah, rejection comes from marriage. And believe it or not, we're going to have to go there tonight. Oh, my God, I didn't want to go this deep tonight. I thought it would be an easier night. Y'all see, I didn't get my professional look on. I ain't put my ponytail in. I figured we're just going to be chilling tonight. Came from a nice birthday dinner with some great people. And now here we go. Y'all taking me there. Are you ready? Rejection does come from divorce. Rejection also comes from abortion. And it affects the male and the female. It's just not a female issue. There's a lot of men that go through rejection because you had an abortion. You see this trauma in our life? This is why I said some time ago that there's one group or what do I want to say? Nationality of people that every time they go through anything traumatic in their life, they seek counseling. They go in and they talk to people. They get this stuff out of them. And then you have us, Latino or Black American descent. We don't get counseling for anything. We lose loved ones. We're traumatized by things happening in our schools. We have best friends being murdered, parents going to jail for life. Our friends' parents go. We go through some traumatic stuff, and we never receive counsel. We're not even told that we should be counseled for this. In fact, we are told that if we go for a counselor, we're weak or we must be mentally and be crazy. No, these thoughts, these internal thoughts become toxic, and they travel in your soul, your mind, for all of your life. You have to put a voice to this stuff and get it out. I've counseled women who have been raped and molested, and most of them said that when they were molested or raped, they breathed and they never felt like they exhaled again from that day. So they deal with fear, which causes anxiety. Remember we talked about the, what was it, 4 or 5? The 4 or 5 toxic personalities that we have? Not personalities. Come on, help me out. Behaviors. 4 or 5 different behaviors. Remember, we had, one was anxiety. We had bitterness. We had being critical, pessimistic. Remember those? Yeah. But I guarantee you, your rejection came before the church. I guarantee it. It's pretty much impossible for you to tell me you got in church and was rejected and wasn't rejected anywhere in life before that, because you recognized it in the church. You recognize it in the church because you put forth the same effort that you did in that family or in your relationship. And when they rejected you, your soul recognized that this was familiar to you. And the soul immediately said, not again. Leave the church, cut the people off. Don't trust anybody. Stay in the church, but leave right after service. Don't hang around. Don't fellowship with anybody. Now you got them soldiers guarding your heart that we talked about, that you won't let anybody in, but you think everybody's rejecting you. But the rejector, the rejected, becomes the rejector. There we go. Now we're getting in there. Getting sexually abused. Absolutely. Rejection came before the church. That's how you were familiar with it. It came way before the church. You know, you could have been a child. Something as simple as you raising your hand and the teacher keep calling on the same child, the one she liked or the one that always got the answers right. Maybe you were quiet and you weren't as aggressive. You never raised your hand. You knew the teacher was always going to ignore it. That's a form of rejection. For a little person, that's a heavy load of rejection already. Especially if you are very shy or a teacher's pet and the teacher ignores you. That sends you right back into a little cave. And then you get older and you get rejected. Siblings, parents, like I said, in the school system. So rejection is at the base of a lot of these things. And where did the rejection come from? That's what you have to take the time out. Journal time, get that page, and I want you to write in your journal, look for areas of rejection. Areas of rejection. And I want you to start filling that in throughout the week. Look for those areas of rejection. You have to find them. You have to dig. Remember, I'm a source. I'm a tool. Your accountability partner. Welcome, Henry Mark, 65. I'm your accountability partner, and I'm helping you lift those weights. We're putting some more weights on tonight, and it's heavy, and your body is shaking and trembling. Your nerves can't take anymore, but this is what must take place because you spend so much time developing other people, you forgot to develop yourself. So tonight, this is what we're doing. For the 7th night, over these next 30 days, we are starting to pay attention to ourselves, find out what's in our soul, which is our mind, so we can find out why do we react the way we react. Why do certain things bother me? Why am I moody? Why do I cry? Why do I not like this person? This person never done anything to me. Journal time. So put your heading up, and you can do the work later. Find the areas of rejection and think hard. Think hard. And that's why I say one-liners to help trigger it for you. Just being ignored by a kindergarten teacher for you always raising your hand. I already hear it now from my granddaughter on the bus. You know, that little girly clique stuff. And one day they pick on her. The next day they pick on another little girl. And they're purposely rejecting one another. And I guarantee you, to whichever child is bringing it on the school bus, that somebody in their home, and I'm pretty certain it's probably another sibling that's older and is already picking on them, rejecting them. And now they're making disciples, sending these little ones on the bus. And now they're teaching rejection. Do you see how these things get taught? Good things don't get carried out like this, but bad behaviors, poor behaviors always get carried out with ease because it hurts and we want to get rid of it. We want to pass it on to someone else only to find out later we passed it on, but it never left us. Broken family. Always over-talked or silenced. I know those types too. Find the areas of rejection. Detox, being set free. Somebody said mean girls were a problem for me too. I see on Periscope somebody saying, wow. All right, so we're dealing with procrastination that we said comes from rejection, that we says come from perfection, which is a root of rejection. And it could be inward or outward rejection. And remember, abortions. How many of us have had abortions and have never been counseled for it? We had to be quiet about it. Didn't tell anyone about it. That's a form of rejection. And rejection is heavy, heavy, heavy work. Heavy, heavy, heavy work. And hear me, ladies and gentlemen. It is not too late. I don't care if that thing happened, that abortion happened when you were 12 or 15 years old. I don't care how old you are to this day. That thing is in you and it has a root and it wants to make you feel like now you have to be perfect because of what you did. Shame has set in, and because you want to be perfect, procrastination is waiting for you because being perfect is going to make you take on too much, not complete enough assignments. You're always going to be overwhelmed and you're never going to get anything done. Welcome, Rakea. Am I speaking to anyone tonight? Welcome, Jackie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Christina. Come on. Give her some tissue. Somebody, I got to get me some tissue here. We're going to give you some tissue. When y'all put up the tears, I'm going to give you the tissue. Always had the right answer, but never heard. And you watch for that in your adult life, young man. I guarantee you, you're carrying those same behaviors into the man that you now are. God is letting us know he knows what has and is hindering, but the real Holy Ghost has been meeting us all nightly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Shame, blame, and guilt. So we talked about that. We opened up last night with how we were told, be tough, get over it, forget about it, move on. You're not the only one that this stuff has happened to. Here you go, Cindy. Here's your tissue. You're not the only one that this stuff has happened to. We were told sticks and stones may break your bones, but names can never hurt you. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you. We found that to be false. Completely false. Yes, given a label that I did not identify with and was condescending. Welcome, Belinda. Love you. So we found out that sticks and stones can bruise your bones, but words can scar your soul for life. Sticks and stones can bruise your body, but words can scar your soul for life. And last night we had a great big conversation, didn't we? A great big conversation on exactly how much scarring this has happened. Welcome, Millie Mae. We found out how much. Some of us are in our 40s, some in their 50s, some in their 30s, some in their 20s, and still remember that one line. A few of us had more than one line, but still remember that one line that someone spoke to us, and it was like scalding hot water. That when I just asked you in a telegraphic type of way, give me one line, welcome Mary Smith, of what somebody said to you that you have in your mind to this day like it just happened, and y'all just filled the screen right up. The screen filled right up. Why did the screen fill right up? Because it's like scalding water. And even though the water's been going off your skin for years, even though you don't have any open or any blistering, that scar is still there. There's a scar from those words. And I do believe that you can even get rid of the scar. So sticks and stones can bruise your bones and your body, but words can scar your soul for life. I'd like to say can scar. I don't even want to say can. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise bring healing. Remember that. You want to be wise. Bring healing. Sometimes it just takes maturity. Sometimes we're just too immature. We always want to be reckless with our mouth. Remember, what's a reckless person's problem? What does a reckless person speak with? Yes, deliverance, Father. Very good. Thank you. Screen filled because we were all filled. I know that's right. Emotions. Come on. Insecurity. Speak irrationally. The tongue of the wise bring healing. I teach my boys in the academy that it takes a real man to cry and that they must try to talk out their emotions and not pen them up. And we have to do more than say it. We have to give them space where they can actually do this. Insecurity. Go on, Bianca. Don't you sit back being shy. This teacher's not ignoring you. You just put your words on these screens as you have to. Anger, hurt. Come on. So this is where we started out last night. We started out with the U mark. And we all are on an agreement. You agreed with me 7 days ago that we were going to start this journey together. Hey, there you go, Minister Jackie. You hit it dead on. Reckless words are from an emotion-driven person. If you are around an emotionally driven person, their words are reckless. And sometimes there's seasons where people are just so hard pressed, or they're so tired, or they could even be hungry, that their emotions are on fleek, as we like to say in 2016, 2017. Their emotions are on fleek, so their words are reckless, not realizing the damage that they're causing. Reckless people speak with emotions. There you got it. Rejection at school. Yes, 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 Lucy. A lot of us have. Absolutely. So you remember the other night that you will find what you're looking for? You just have to control the destination of your mind. What is it that you are looking for? Are you looking for dead, roadkill, lifeless things? I'm just going to put it in one category, things, because if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're going to find. But if you're looking for the sweet nectar, like the hummingbird, if you're looking for the sweetness in life, take the time to find that. Stop thinking nothing good is going to come my way. Another day, another dollar. Nothing but bad luck always happens to me. I wouldn't even invest in luck in the first place. Start looking for blessings. Forget luck. Luck runs out. I never catch a break. I never win anything. These are the things that we have going through our mind. That's right, sir. This is group counseling. And we have the best seat in the house. And we don't have to share with anyone. This is our time. This is our hour. There's no wrong answer. This is a no judgment zone. Get your words out. Some of y'all inbox me powerful testimonies. I hope to read some more testimonies tomorrow night again. That some of y'all are really feeling this thing. It's hurting you. But you didn't give up. You didn't fall off. And I know it because I see your names come up every night. And it blesses me. It makes me smile to see you still going for this. Go ahead, Chelsea. So you can do anything you set your mind to. The key word is set. What have you set your mind to? Every morning when you wake up, set your mind to something so that you can help fight procrastination and start recognizing perfectionism and kill that rejection in your life. Come on, somebody say, I'm the hummingbird. Yes, absolutely, Lydia. And that you shall have. If that's what you're looking for, that you shall have. You can do anything you set your mind to. You have tremendous gifts already on the inside of you. And I know that God has amazing plans for your life. Even if you don't believe in him, he still has amazing plans for your life. Your words can bring life or death to someone else. Now listen, let me put this disclaimer out there. I don't think I've given us a disclaimer yet. Can I give you a disclaimer tonight? We cannot control what others have to say about us. Go ahead. Repeat after me. Come on. I can't control what others say about me. He does have amazing plans for your life, and you better believe that. What you're looking for, you will find. We cannot control what others say about us. Come on, Facebook Live, catch up. Periscope is ahead of you. We cannot control what others say about me. I cannot control what others say about me. And sometimes that's the majority of the problem. We want to be able to control. We can't control, so we attack. I cannot control what others say about me. There we go. Now we're on one page. Let's go. Come on, say it. I cannot control what others say about me. Come on, type it up one more time. This is your voice tonight. We're putting a voice to this toxicity in our life. I cannot control what others say about me. Thank you, Barry. Welcome. Good to see you on again. I cannot control what others say about me. Come on, make it personal. Some of us said we, and that's how I started out. Now we're on the second repeat. Now you're going to make it about I. Come on, I cannot control. Somebody's going to say something to you tonight. Somebody's going to say something to you tomorrow. Somebody's going to say something to you this week. They're definitely going to say something to you this year. And they're most definitely going to say something to you before you leave this earth. And you cannot control it. So lift your hands. Come on, that's a sign of surrender. Get rid of this control. What you can't control, you want to destroy. You want to be deceptive. You want to be revengeful. You want to, what y'all say today? Throw shade. We went from salt to shade. We throw shade on them. We want to mess with them. Why? Because we can't control them. I cannot control what others say about me. Now I want y'all to ask me, well, what can I control? Come on, type it up. Talk to me. This is our hour. This is our hour of breakthrough, deliverance, healing, sharing. We're in a room here. It looks like 80 consistent people are on. This one has like 25 consistent people on. So you are in a room filled this big with all these people. But guess what? They can't see you. They can't touch you. All they can do is type to you. You have the best seat in the house. Come on. What can I control? Come on. What can I control? Let's go. Talk to me. Don't make me go through this alone. I'm sweating. Come on, the weights are heavy right now, and I need y'all to help me push. Ask me, what can I control? All right, Facebook Live is caught up with us. What you can control is what part of it you want to believe. I cannot control what others say about me, but what I can control is what I believe. That's what you can control. They can say what they want to say. But if you believe it, let others believe it. Let them tell lies about you. Listen, let somebody tell some truth about you that's hurtful or embarrassing. It doesn't matter what people believe. It's what you believe. That may have been you yesterday. Do you realize that even at this moment right now at 9:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are not the same person you were at 8:55 p.m. So you're going to judge me when you don't have the right to because you never loved me. So you're going to try to judge me about something I did prior to 8:55 p.m. Baby, that's gone and forgotten about. So I'm already a different person than who I was before I logged in here. I'm subject to change. I'm subject to change. Every time I'm receiving new information, I'm subject to change. Every time I'm getting new revelation, I'm subject to change. Every conversation, I'm subject to change. Every interaction with someone, I am subject to change, because at every interaction, you are showing an image of you, and somebody is showing an image of themselves. And at every constant relationship, every encounter that we have, we are influencing somebody. Every encounter that we have, somebody is influencing us. I'm not the same person I was at 8:55 p.m. So you don't worry about it. I can't get caught up in that stuff with social media and emotionally driven people and immature people. They say some hurtful, defaming, disgusting stuff until it happens to them. So what do you do about it? I can't control that. My response since this teaching is, a couple people have shared some things with me, and I said, that's proof in the pudding. They have toxic thinking. They're going to judge all these things about you. They're going to judge all these things about me. First of all, don't even know me. Barely even met me through Facebook. So guess what? You have toxic thinking. You are the reason we are up here every night for 30 days for people like whoever it is that has toxic thoughts. But at least I have enough sense to get in here online and get some revelation and some information. There was people that didn't like Jesus, but they went to get what they needed to get from him. Be wise. If you're going to be crazy, at least be wise about it. When there's good information, good revelation, good teaching, you become a part of it so that you can be strengthened. And what are you being strengthened with right now? I cannot control what people say about me, but what I can control is what I believe. And I can't believe what you're saying about me. Foolishness is toxic. We're going to play a little game tonight. Y'all want to play a little game tonight? We're going to play a game tonight. Let me read this to you. Oh, God bless Sally Cheney. Toxic words can destroy our souls. Welcome, Nadine King. Toxic words can destroy our souls. We've got to be passionate guards of our hearts. That's our job. It is foolishness. I mean, I thought some stuff stopped with age, but folks just seem to be getting crazier and crazier with age. AGE. Since toxic words can destroy our souls, we've learned that in these 7 days. Now we've got to be passionate guards of our hearts against them. Sometimes when somebody want to tell you what someone else said about you, I can't hear it. I'm sorry you even had to hear it. I don't care if it's true. I don't care if it's false. I cannot hear it. Why? Because these words take root, and it takes me years to get healed from these conversations that I have no control over. Are y'all with me tonight? Do whatever it takes to keep the poison out of your heart. For those who are curious to hear other people's business, or you think you can control what people say or think about you, or you work very hard at a particular reputation or particular image, so you really want to hear what people say about you because it hurts you and you want to confront them because you don't know why you think this about me, when if you really knew me, you would know that I work hard at my reputation and my image. No, I'm not perfect. No, I don't have a desire to be perfect, but I'm working out my life through life course. And so that means I'm going to fall. I'm going to make stupid choices. I'm going to make some dumb mistakes. I'm going to do some things I wish I did not do, but I will not live a life of regret because you want to hold me guilty to something that happened an hour ago and I'm already a new person an hour later. How do you know it? Because in these 30 days, you are becoming new every time data comes over the screen. Every time information comes over these airways. Airtime is expensive, and you need to spend more time listening to people who are going to teach you, bring you revelation, bring you accountability, than people who are bringing you gossip and talebearing. This stuff hurts, and it causes you to judge and forego important relationships in your life. Do you know how many relationships I would have lost if I would have listened to people's experience with someone else? I mean, you don't want to go through blindness. Good referrals are very good. But, you know, some things we get caught up in and we lose great opportunities basing it on someone else's experience with someone else. Y'all got to grow up now. That's emotionalism. I am not the same person I was as I was in that last relationship. The new relationship deserves to give me a chance because I've already changed from that last one. We're not going to hold people accountable to their past, especially if you don't want to be held accountable to your past. So we're going to play a game tonight. The game is called Truth or Trash. Truth or Trash. Let me read this to you. Do whatever it takes to keep the poison out of your heart. In Proverbs 4, we know we love the old Proverbs. Proverbs 4:20 and 23. Solomon told his son, listen closely to my words. So let me tell you, beautiful people out here in eartime land, listen closely to my words. Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring, the overflowing, the new place of new life for you. Guard your heart. Listen to me wisely. Above all else, guard your heart, because it is the wellspring of life. It's where everything comes up from. Every movie, hey, lovey, every movie, every sound, every conversation, some things you have repeated and said that you yourself don't even know if it's true. You don't even know if you believe it. And that's it. Why? Because it got in your wellspring. You didn't guard your heart. I have somewhere to go. I have an appointment somewhere down the line, and I'm at a point right now where I'm not sure where it is or what it looks like. I don't know what my purpose is in life, but there's no way that I'm going to live today and die someday and tomorrow and not fulfill my purpose because I got caught up in what you say about me. I cannot control what people say about me, but what I can control is what I'm going to believe about it. I have somewhere to go. There's an appointment somewhere down in time. So truth or trash, you have the control, you have the power of truth or trash. Where are you going to file this information? Information you received today. Does some need to go in the trash? Since we started, since the beginning of this year. Truth or trash. This is valuable stuff. You might want to get a couple little nice coffee mugs. We know we got like 1,000 coffee mugs in our houses. Get a coffee mug. Put truth on one, Trash on the other one. And every time you have a thought that's resonating in your mind, you can't sleep. I don't care if it's real. You can't sleep. It's causing anxiety. It's causing worry. Things that we can't take time with, because something that could take 2 seconds, 2 minutes to hear can take 20 years to get out of your life. I'm sorry. Airtime is too important for me. Keep that to yourself. And then if you have taken it in, this is what you got to do. Get your cup of coffee mugs, truth or trash on them, and write down what they said to you and decide where you're going to put it. Decide where it's going to go. Truth or trash. That's what we're going to do tonight. Do whatever it takes to keep the poison out of your heart. Listen closely to my words. Above all else, above everything else, guard your heart. That's something we should tell our children when they have their rites of passage, when they're like 13 or 16 years old, or they're going off to college. Above all else, listen to my words closely. Guard your heart. Can you put that on the screen for me? I need to know that you're hearing me. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Proverbs 4:20 and 23. Come on. Guard my heart. I have to guard my heart. Decide if you're going to hold on to it. Truth or trash. This is so good. I feel the chains falling. Come on, I'm with you. Guard your heart. Come on, guard your heart. I see you. Guard your heart. Teach me to guard my heart. I'm teaching you, honey. I'm going to stay with you all the time. Airtime is too important. And you know, I like that. Y'all made a slogan. You might have to put me up there on that one. Because when I'm talking about airtime, I'm talking about, being on the telephone, on the TV commercials, what they pay for airtime. Y'all literally spelt it ear, like hearing. I love that. That's creative. Airtime is important. What's in your ear? Truth or trash? Here we go. Truth or trash? You may be rejected by men. When someone says something to you or about you, you can choose to receive it as rejection. But you have to train yourself to categorize words. They are words. Welcome, Debbie Baker. Truth or trash? Analyze the message and the source before digesting when someone wants to feed you their truth. I'll repeat it, but I need you to go replay. The replays I found out actually help us out. So keep it going. Truth or trash? Analyze the message and source before digesting what someone else wants to feed you. Are their words true? And if they're true, then you're going to have to put them in the truth side. And then at some point during that week, find your private time. You should have an hour of prayer or meditation time, of devotion time, of me time, whatever you want to call it, where you sit down and I've got to take out this truth mug and I got to deal with what's in there, because this is true about me. So now I need to go back to my 30 days of my soul and find out, what do I do with this hard truth? Remember yesterday we talked about life-giving rebuke. What is the difference between being rebuked and left to die, or being rebuked with life-giving rebuke? It is not up to the rebuker. It is not up to the person who has corrected you to give you life. Their rebuke should be done in such a way. Go back and replay last night. It should be done in a way where it's life-giving. Do not base rebuke on whether it hurts you or not. The truth hurts before it heals. So you can't say that wasn't life-giving because it hurt me. No, 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 no. Those are your emotions speaking. You're speaking reckless. Think about it. Take it, put it in your truth cup, and think about it. And this is what you get to do with it after you deal with it. You can decide that you're going to be better, and then you can throw it in the trash. Or you can decide that I am not quite ready to deal with this yet. You can keep it in the truth and keep chasing after that thing and keep digging that piece of paper back up, until you're ready to deal with it. But stop ignoring life-giving correction because it hurts you. You are no longer a child. You are an adult. You are mature. People are expecting mature things from you. There's great potential in you. There's doors that are going to open for you, and you need to be able to walk through them. You cannot afford another opportunity to come your way that you cannot walk through, and you can't blame your mama, your father, or your friend, or the HR department. You cannot even blame the devil. The door has been opened. You have to be emotionally sound and secure to walk through it. So stop ignoring things that hurt. Stop saying, I've been hurt enough. I've been hurt all my life. All I get is more hurt. The reason it feels like you're getting more hurt is because you haven't dealt with it. That's right. You want life-giving correction. Help change my life. And sometimes you have to go to someone or back to the person who gave you the correction. Help me do something with this. I'm stuck. Say that. Maturity comes even after 61 years. Good. Someone can appreciate constructive criticism. So if their words are true, if you're a spiritual person, if their words are based on scripture, if their words are supported by data or a witness over time, you're going to have to embrace it. And when you embrace it, allow those life-giving words to minister to your soul. Do you hear me? Stop ignoring things that hurt. Let's get our mugs. I'm going to get some mugs. Somebody going to get me 2 mugs, right? And we can just get a piece of paper and put truth on one and tape it over it and trash on the other one, tape over and decide what we're going to believe. Welcome, Pastor Sandra. If you can get it done. If not, we only have a few minutes left. Matter of fact, I don't think we have a few minutes left. If you can get it done. If not, don't worry about it. Tomorrow night, when I sit at this desk, we're going to have our mugs out. We're going to have a truth mug and a trash mug. And remember, just because something is in the truth mug doesn't mean it has to be dealt with right away. If you are really doing the soul detox at the level that I'm bringing it to you, some of that stuff may stay in the truth mug for the rest of this year. I just can't deal with this yet. Why? Because this truth is rooted in some heavy stuff. In order for me to deal with this one line that offended me, I really am going to pull up a branch. You ever pull up something from the ground, trying to rake leaves or something, and you try to pull it up, and you thought it was just a short thing, and you pull and you pull and you pull. Next thing you know, the dirt is coming up with it. Roots have started growing for it, and you find it attached to a tree that's about 5 feet wide and 80 feet tall. That's what some of these truths are going to be like for you. You don't feel bad. I want to handle it. I want to get it done. You're one of those people that want to get everything handled right away. You can't handle truth that way. Truth is powerful, it's expensive, and it does the work. But sometimes truth heals, hurts before it heals. Come on, put it on the screen. Sometimes truth hurts before it heals. And heal, we just mean set free. We're not changing any words. Amen. This is heavy, Apostle. Small bites. Absolutely. We're getting to the root. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And that's the key right there. Put away. How do we put it away? Does it mean that it just stops overnight? Does it stop because it's my 18th birthday? You know, on your 21st birthday, you want to go to the club or you want to go to the casino. This is what I heard all my life. Oh, as soon as I get 21, I just want to be able to do these things. I want to be able to go to the package store, buy my first drink. These are things that come apart in our life just because we become awakened, remember, conscious to this information. Now all of a sudden it's just going to change automatically. No, it isn't, baby. Now the work begins. Y'all getting kicked out, Shannon and Jackie? Be kicking out my babies. Yes, thank you, Latanya. Sometimes truth hurts before it heals. Truth or trash, that's what you control. You can't control what they say. Stop trying to go around chase people, trying to convince them of who you are. They already know who they are, and that's probably why they have the problem with you. And if you're guilty of something, you can't judge me because you've never loved me. That means you've never had any positive effect on my life. You haven't walked through any darkness places from me. You never came through anything with me. You haven't witnessed my change. So you can't judge me in any shame. If you have not loved me, do not judge me. What is our song? Bye-bye. So long. Truth or trash. But if it's true, I need you to allow these words to minister to your soul and then conform you to be the upgrade that we've been talking about we're going to be. If the words are untrue, mean-spirited, and critical without being constructive. Let me say it again. If the words are mean-spirited, untrue, and critical, now that's not the end, without being constructive, then call them what they are, toxic waste. Go ahead, Shannon. You blessing me. Welcome, Keisha Brown. Gilda, did you get kicked out? I'm going to have a problem here tonight. We're almost done, so. So if the words are untrue, mean-spirited, and critical without being constructive, then call them what they are. Toxic waste. Come on, put it on the screen. Toxic waste. Here we go. They hooking me up. Toxic waste. Let's go. Which one? So somebody's going to have to design me some mugs, because at our conference, we're going to need our mugs out there. Truth or trash. It has to go to one place or the other. And this should be private. It doesn't have to be a mug. That was just my thinking. If you can find a little piggy bank, fold up that little piece of paper with that word written on there, put it in that piggy bank until you're ready to deal with it. Before I go, let me tell you this, that there will be times when you will have to dig in the trash, when you realize that maybe what you thought was trash really was life-giving rebuke. Maybe it came mean-spirited. Maybe it came critical, so you ignored it being constructive. And now you got to go digging in the trash, getting out your little piece of note, digging in the trash, getting out your note. Yeah, I am moody, and I really got to work on this moodiness. Where is this coming from? I say that I'm tired. I'm saying that if I had help, I wouldn't be moody. I'm saying if people showed some appreciation to me and people stopped asking me for so much, I wouldn't be moody. And I thought it was trash because I had all the answers to why I was moody. But I found out that I can't control that they called me moody, but I really do have a problem with it. So I'm going to have to deal with moodiness. But I'm not going to deal with it today because I'm moody. I'm too moody to deal with this truth today. Is that all right? Then you're going to have to drink it. Are y'all with me? Yeah, we're going to have to dig in the trash for some things. There'll be times that you have to dig in the trash for what you've ignored. Life-giving rebuke. All right, Periscope is with me. Come on. Good night, Jameson. You're going to have to dig in the trash, and there's nothing wrong with it. Truth or trash. Reject those words that are toxic. Don't let them into your soul. Take out the trash and leave it at the curb. Delete toxic words and insert truth. Let me tell you this, and this is how we're going to wrap up tonight. I made a choice, myself personally, to reject the toxic words from haters and from people who I believe love me. I had to make a choice. It wasn't hard. Because of my childhood and the way I was raised up to be a people pleaser. So whenever I did anything, setting their plate for them, making their plate with food and hand it, if it was not done right, if they weren't happy about it, I had to immediately fix it where I would not be able to eat my own food, even if I was at the point of making my plate. Most times I wouldn't make it till everybody has had their food, ate it, make sure that they all liked it, and then I'm not hungry. Then when they all leave, oh my God, I got such a headache because I haven't eaten. Why? Because I want to make sure everybody else was pleased. That's a trap there. So you worry about if everybody else is pleased, and then what happens? Then you find out at the end of the road, you can never please anyone. You can never please everyone. And then you're stuck with a life where you're not pleased. Got to pay attention to those things. So I had to make a choice to reject the toxic words of men and women and embrace God's affirmation by and through his spirit and through a trusted pastor in my life. You are stuck with an unpleasant life. People pleasers, I'm going to take your line, Tola. People pleasers are stuck with an unpleasant life. That you can write in your journal. People pleasers are stuck with an unpleasant life. And it was in me. It was from my mother. My mother was big at entertaining. She loved people. But now that I'm a woman, I realize that my mom had a terrible void left in her of love that was not fulfilled. Awfully enough, she did not know Christ in any personal way or any public way that I was aware of. Though she listened to those preachers on WKND every Sunday morning, I've never heard the word of God, never saw a Bible, never heard anyone praise God, never went to church as a family, never even was sent to church as her children. Never heard about it. Now, do I know if there was a personal relationship there? You know, that's between God and the individual. But publicly, I wasn't aware of it. So I needed spiritual parents. I needed someone to speak into my life. And that was a whole nother road we can write a book on, of spiritual parents. Where are they? What do they look like? So you can detect the false ones. I made a choice to reject toxic words from men and women, and I had to embrace God's word. And by his word, I was able to find parents, per se, spiritual parents, because that's what I was into. I'm into the Holy Ghost of God. That's my relationship, my belief, my faith. Doesn't have to be yours. That's not what these scopes are about. That's not what this Facebook Live is about. But it's my choice. And it's the best choice I could have ever made and have ever made yet in my life. So through his spirit and through a pastor, words of truth kept me going. I am now doing what I'm doing today because of life words that empowered me to move forward. Come on, they're sending up the hearts now. Absolutely. I had to reject a lot of words. I had to deal with truth. I had to dig in the trash and put it in the truth. Welcome, Jackie. But it was these words of truth that kept me going. And I am now doing, 49 years old, what I'm doing today because words of life empowered me to move forward. That's why you got to love yourself, because when you can't find anyone else to speak love to you, if you don't love yourself, baby, you are in oppression or depression. And then you need medication to make you feel good. And we're not going that way. We're going to deal with our soul. We're going to sow seeds on this week so we can reap a bountiful harvest. We're going to get those cards in the mail. We're not texting. We're not emailing. We're not doing electronic cards. We're putting them in the mail in our own handwriting. And we're going to tell them that they are like a honeycomb to my life. You're going to use those quotes and scriptures or whatever you take the time to dig up. It would be very nice if you make it personal. But remember, words of truth will keep you going so that you can do for your destined appointment that's up the road. You can do that by people in yourself and by God Almighty speaking words to empower you to move forward. You with me? That's where I'm going to end for tonight. You can choose truth or trash. So this is your next assignment. When you finish your cards, finishing your journaling for tonight, I want you to get yourself two of something. And I want you to put trash on one and truth on the other. And go through that journal and all those lies that were spoken to you that are still in your mind as if they were spoken to you today. I need you to put them in one of these. And I want you to think about it. Words that you have heard about yourself that maybe they're still, matriculating through your mind. They're still traveling through your mind and harassing your soul. Find a place to put those. Put it in front of them if you can't figure it out yet. But then take a day and let's deal with it. Take a day. Every month, once we get off this and we're no longer together, oh, isn't that so sad? You're going to have to go through these every month. I want this to be every month. Do you know trash in your house is taken out every week? The garbage man come every week. Why? Because it'll get full. What happens with full garbage? It starts stinking. Every month, you're going to have to deal with this. We're getting ready to go home now. All hearts and minds clear. You've got the best seat in the house, baby. Isn't it nice? You don't have to get in your car. It's so cold out there. Here in the East Coast, you don't have to go warm up your cold car, travel anywhere. You sit with families and loved ones, and that blessed me the most. Cheryl Johnson, thank you so much for telling me the people that you were sitting with tonight. I've had a few people inbox me and tell me this is becoming like their favorite TV show, that they look forward to 9 o'clock at night for this hour that we spend together. And then you can go, you invested enough in Empire. What have they given you back? Scandal. You've invested enough in Scandal. What has Scandal given you back? Being Mary Jane. You've invested enough in Mary Jane. What has that given you? So tonight, you're on you, Mark. And this is about you. I pray your strength. I pray that your spiritual muscle is getting stronger, that you're seeing less jellyback and ignoring your life, that instead you are welcome. You are welcome, Jackie. You're welcome, Colleen. You are welcome, Misha. You're welcome, Tamara. Elder Greg, you're welcome. Somebody didn't feel well? Me either. But you can best believe if I got Kleenex hanging from my nose, Kim Hicks, I'm going to be on here with y'all. It's helping me very good. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Barry. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Well, I appreciate your time. Tell someone that airtime is valuable. So I appreciate you listening to me. Tell yourself airtime is valuable. Do I want to be listening to this person? And I will continue to pray for you as you pray for me. Grace and peace. Good night now. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Get your mugs.